Hi, this is Laurie. Today I'm going to make a quick card using Animal Kingdom Cartridge. I'm going to be cutting out this deer and then as a layer on top, the layer. Okay. And I've already loaded up my paper. I have creamy caramel on this side and then a just a cream or an ivory that I had on hand. Okay. Load paper. I want it to be about 3 1/4 inches high. So it's at 3 1/4. There's my deer image. And I want this to be the darker color I actually want for the body. So I'm going to backspace that, and I want to hit my shift. I hit my shift and then I hit the deer body, so it's going to cut it out at 3 1/4 inches, and this is going to be the top layer. Okay, it's done with that. I'm going to hit line return. I'm going to move over. Oh, too far. And it's still on 3 1/4, and I want the body with the horns, so I'm just going to hit my image again, and I think my paper was flipping up a little bit, and cut it. Okay, now that it's done, I just wanted to remind everyone that when you cut an image, it's 3 1/4 from the bottom part to the very highest of the image, and it always will cut on the mat like this. So if that helps anyone to properly size some of the images. And then I kept it at 3 1/4 for the layer because it will cut them out proportionally. If I wanted this bigger and I wanted just this at 3 1/4, I would have used the real dowel size. Anyway, just a little quick tip. Okay, let's get our pieces and put them together. Okay, I've got my pieces, but before I put them together, I wanted to do a little bit of chalking so that it gives a little bit more of dimension and looks a little more real. So I'm going to zoom in a little. And I've got this handy tool. It's really cute. You push the, can you see that? The button, and it brings out these claws, and you grab the little cotton puff. So anyway, really cute. I'm going to use, this is creamy caramel, but I'm actually going to use chocolate chip. Just kind of around the edges. There again, it's just going to be kind of subtle. Give it just a little bit of dimension. And then I'm going to do the same around the horns. So they're not so stark white. Make them a little dirty, I guess you could say. Easy around them. They're kind of skinny there. And on the bottom, I'm actually going to do black. Now this is going to be covered up, so it really, you don't have to get right in the lines because the bottom part's going to be covered up. Okay. It's a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to be adhering it. I can actually use my ATG gun for this part because the top layer is big enough. So I'm going to use my ATG gun for the top layer. Just want to be careful for the legs. Okay, Dad, there's my big buck. I'm going to go back and I'm going to draw in some eyes and the nose with a marker, and I'm going to put the card together. It's okay. Okay, here's my deer that I'm finished. I went ahead and took a chocolate chip marker and kind of outlined where the Cricut had cut. did a little bit of edging around the horns. You can't really see it probably on the camera. I took craft ink with the chalk applicator and kind of did a little bit more. The chalk wasn't showing up as well as I would have liked. So there's my deer. Okay, now to put the card together, what I've done is I've taken, let's see if you can see this. I've taken Glorious Green, a half a sheet, scored it at 4 1/4. I've got Green Galore. I'll have to double check. I'll put all of this information on my website, hidinginmycraftroom.com. And I've cut this at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have another piece that I have cut out, and I'm not sure on the dimensions. There again, I will put that on my website. Then I didn't want to put ribbon on there for my dad, so I cut a strip, and this is 5 1/4 by 1 inch. And to give it a little bit more dimension, I'm going to run it through the Cuttlebug. Okay. Got to reach across and get my plates. I'm using Floral Screen. What you need is your A plate and 2 B plates. Sandwiched in there. And just run it through. And it just gives it just a little bit of dimension. I thought I'd go good with the deer camp theme. It's okay. So let's put it all together. Okay, the sentiment I'm going to be using is from last month's release from Paper Tray Ink, Year of Flowers Violet. Now, you typically wouldn't think that that's a father's card set, but I am using the sentiment Thanks for Everything because my dad really planned a lot of activities, four-wheeler riding and fishing. I think it's a little crooked, but I don't think my dad will know. Or just adhere it on there. Okay, there it is. Just a quick card for my dad saying thanks for everything. For more details, you can visit me on my website, hidinginmycraftroom.com. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.